Let's bring in Peter Greenberg, NewsNation travel editor, to explain the impact and trickle-down effect. Peter, we just heard Xavier talking about litigators and public officials wanting to bring in more investigators and tougher penalties. But that can only happen after we actually know what went wrong and who's responsible. Peter, you believe this problem will get worse before it gets better. What do you mean by that?
Well, we talk about more inspections with a 737 MAX. The question is, who's doing the inspection? For decades, the FAA has allowed for something called an FAA designated inspector. That's for manufacturers. That FAA designated inspector is supposed to inspect the assembly line to certify the planes as safe. But who employs that FAA designated inspector? The manufacturer does. It screams out for a conflict of interest because it is one. The person is on the Boeing payroll, basically certifying the plane is safe. This came to light during the investigation following the two 737 MAX crashes, and Boeing was not allowed to certify their planes as safe anymore. But what about the inspection process on the assembly line? So when they're calling for more inspections now on that assembly line, the question again is, who's going to do the inspection?
Okay, then, so Peter, the immediate question is then why not have the FAA just simply put people in place who do not work for Boeing to actually inspect these planes? You say there's a problem there too.
There's a big problem there too, because the FAA doesn't have the staff, the resources, or the budget to do it. That's always been the problem. So it's a funding issue, and it's a culture of safety issue. So until they resolve that may be congressional budget allocation. Everything's going to get slowed down. You can't inspect the planes without the proper inspectors. That means the assembly line, but also the subcontractors as well, because it may be Boeing's responsibility to certify the subcontractors, but who is certifying Boeing?
Wow, Peter, none of this does anything to ameliorate the fears of people who are already nervous about flying. United Airlines is offering travel waivers to passengers who were booked on 737 MAX 9 aircrafts to rebook their flights. What other impact could this Boeing controversy have on Americans trying to book flights across the country?
Well, it's easy to book a flight if there's a flight available. Remember, you're dealing with 171 planes now. That's both Alaska Airlines and United Airlines that are out of service. So the airlines have to do a scheduled triage here. They've got to either cancel flights or combine them, and then they have to have replacement aircraft, substitute aircraft, to fly them. I was flying from Denver to Los Angeles the other night. It was supposed to be on a Boeing MAX 9. United Airlines substituted an older 757. That was good for me because they actually had the plane, but for a lot of people, they don't.
Peter, go back to the Boeing controversy for me, because questions just immediately keep popping into mind. I'm American Airlines. I purchased these planes from Boeing. I purchased them with the understanding that they were safe for me to fly my customers across the country. American is not the only airline that has purchased these planes. What liability does Boeing have to those to whom they've sold these planes?
Well, just to correct you slightly, American doesn't operate the Boeing 737 MAX 9. United does and Alaska does. But your point is the same. If you're buying a plane that's certified as safe and you can't use that plane, there are civil penalties here. And believe me, this will be litigated for loss of revenue. When you take 171 planes out of service, they're not making any money, and they're still costing money to sit there on the ground. No plane makes money on the ground. So you can expect a number of different litigations against Boeing and the subcontractors in the days and weeks ahead.
Peter, and I know you get this question all the time. I want to go off book here and ask you this. Friends, relatives of yours, they talk to you about this situation. What do you tell them to do? Because I have to believe that so many turn to you because this is the space you've worked in for decades.
Well, let me share with you some good news. We've just celebrated the 30 safest years in commercial aviation since aviation began. We've only had 3 fatal accidents in the United States in the last 30 years. That's amazing, okay? Now, can we maintain that average? We hope we can. We can't better it. But if we can't fix the inspection process, we can't maintain that average. And that's what the key is, because it's not just the inspection on the assembly line, it's maintenance itself. So many airlines are outsourcing their maintenance to foreign maintenance repair organizations. And that's not a bad idea if you can save money, if they do good work. The question is, where is the oversight? And the oversight isn't there. There are no FAA inspectors on a regular basis on those foreign locations. And therein lies a problem just waiting to happen.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.